Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to episode 48 of Let's FIFA 17. As you can see there, we sold on the inform we had on the transfer list for a while, and that means we now have 55,000 coins, which eventually will be used to improve this squad a bit. But not in this episode. In this episode, we are continuing in Division 1, where we is sort of in the same situation as the first time around we played the division. We cannot get the title, and we have 5 matches remaining to sort of try and avoid relegation. We basically need 7 points from our remaining 3 matches, so that is a draw and 2 wins, basically, or 3 wins, depending on how we do. Anyways, we're up against a very, very strong team, and this guy was proper good. Probably the best opponent I played in Division 1 at this stage. Very, very good. He also had that card from Foot Champions, Casemiro card, so you sort of knew he knew how to play the game. And in the first half, he had a lot of long shots, he had some corners, and I created nothing. I was really, really struggling, but at least, like, if I kept him to long shots and corners, I was fine with that to some extent. But then I got a free kick in the start of the second half. He put a player on the line, so I decided to use the second man runs as sort of a fake to get the player off the line and score off the free kick. Completely undeserved, to be fair. It was my first shot on target in the match, and then I just messed up. I was looking at the radar and I was trying to pass, but I didn't pay attention to where his player was, and yeah, I could see the most stupid goal, and in the end it ended as a draw. But based on the full-time stats, I was very happy with the draw, and I think at halftime I told myself, if I get a draw from this, it'll be fine, because as I mentioned before, I needed 7 points from my remaining 5 games, so a draw could be used alongside with 2 wins. So yeah, getting the draw against a very tough opponent, I was okay with it because I didn't deserve the draw at all. And then of course, some bad stuff for me to concede that goal, but it was still okay for me. I was not too disappointed in dropping 2 points. Anyways, into the next match we go, and we're up against a 4-1-2-1-2, a BPL squad, and Marshall as a striker alongside with Ibra, and then using Jesus as a cam. A very strong midfield and defense in that team as well. And yeah, I got a pretty bad start, sort of similar to the first match I played. I didn't create too much myself in the beginning here, and yeah, my opponent scored with Jesus there. Power shot, I couldn't really block it off. I had my defenders there, but they just didn't get in front. Then I got my first sort of proper chance of the game, trying out the shot there, but didn't go in on the weak foot shot here. And Nangolan winning the ball, but couldn't quite get it off. Rose, who played into the middle, Marshall on to Bai, but I guess he's not the right player to shoot with. And as we went into the second half, I started playing better, started creating more stuff, and here we would get a little bit lucky to get onto the ball, get the equalizer, make it 1-1, and sort of get ourselves back into the game. But I couldn't really use a draw at this stage. I need to start winning, and I thought I'd lost the game here when he broke on through with Marshall, but he was not clinical enough, and instead in the 77th minute, the ball onto Lacazette, on through to Dembele, holding up play, trying to find some space here, just being a little bit patient. We play it back to Shaw onto Nangolan, and back to Shaw, and eventually find the space into Lacazette on the weak foot. He somehow scores, he makes it 2-1, and wins me the game. So again, a match where I didn't create too much. My opponent definitely had more shots than me, but somehow I managed to get a result. And now sitting on 11 points and having, I believe, 3 matches to go, and I just need 1 win. So again, we sort of managing to get. We managed to get the points we need in the division once we lost the title, because I think now we're on we won 2 games and we've drawn 1 of our past 3 matches, and like if I can sort of replicate that, that is more of a division title form compared to just playing my first matches and then winning 1 and then drawing 1 and losing 2. I think that was my 4 first matches. So yeah, it's a little bit, sometimes a little bit annoying that is in the beginning. I just mess up in the division. Anyways, next opponent, really, really strong team again. Legends, BPL players, wants to watch Mane, ridiculous team, and it started off pretty tough. He got on the ball. Stoikov taking the shot across goal, but saved by Butler. Then he got on the Walker on the ball in the 20th minute, sent it in, win the header, and Mane, he always seems to score against me, and I'll go down 1-0. But after that, I got back into the game. Some nice movement here from Lacazette inside the box to beat the player and score. And yeah, he's been getting a couple of goals for me. But as I mentioned in the last episode, there's still something I don't really like about playing with this card, and I can't really put my finger on it. But that is the reason why I will be changing around my squad in the near future. Anyways, we made a 1-1 and we kept pushing on because we knew that a win would make it such that we remain in the division. Break on through, we get another goal, we make it 2-1 and put ourselves into the lead. And as we went into the second half, my opponent was of course pushing more forward to try and get back into the match. That left space open, and yeah, he's Dembele on the ball, getting extremely lucky. But I'd take any goal I could get at this stage, get the comfortable 2-goal lead in the 48th minute. But just a couple minutes later, this happened. And I was happy he went with a header instead of a shot there, because then he would have been right back into the game. But then 64th minute, bringing on through, whipping off, taking the shot, and in the end, saved by the goalkeeper. But we were getting a lot of chances here on the counter-attacks as my opponent was pushing forward, and then we played up to Kante here. Kante onto Griezmann, and Griezmann with a skill move there onto Ben Arfa. Ben Arfa turns around and goes for that sort of audacious combo, and it fell to Griezmann in the end, but yeah, with the back to goal, not really good. But we kept trying out some combos, trying out some shots now that we had the comfortable lead, and the match was sort of coming to its end. We couldn't quite put the ball into the back of the net until the 89th, 90th minute. We'll find the ball out wide with Kante. Kante stops up, goes for a little combo there, and he's able to pass it back to Dembele. Dembele goes with the ball, sprint touch onto Ben Arfa, and Ben Arfa with a skill moves past David Luiz. We take the shot. I would have loved that to be a goal, but in the end, it was the rebound for Griezmann, and we won the match 4-1, and thus we remain in Division 1. Yet again, I believe last run we also end up on 14 points. Again, hopefully the next run will be better, but it also means I qualified for the weekend league, and I know we are somewhat we passed the weekend league, but there will be coming some weekend league games out over the next coming days. I didn't play the entire thing, but I played some matches, and that means I'll get some rewards come this midweek. Anyways, this is going to be the end of the episode. Hope you guys did enjoy it, and that is pretty much all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.